Let me get my thing playing. Oh, I had it all queued up the first time. I go past it? There. Where the heck is it? There it is. Ah. There we go. Midnight Rider on the super chat for Spooky Saturday
with Marilyn Monday. She's got ghosts and UFOs. It's Spooky Saturday with Marilyn Monday. A dimension no one knows. Come share your last words. Play records backwards. Touch the planchette, consult the psychic, and don't forget your tinfoil hat. It's Spooky Saturday with Marilyn Monday. She's got ghosts and UFOs.
Hi!
Spooky Saturday with Marilyn Monday.
It's just the two of us.
Dimension.
Yay! Me too.
Come share your last words. Play records backwards. Touch the planchette, consult the psychic, and don't forget your tinfoil hat.
I'm supposed to dance like this, right? Looks like my teeth glow in the dark. How you doing?
Spooky Saturday with Marilyn Monday. She's got
I guess it's better than like a twerk if he was twerking.
with Marilyn Monday. A dimension no one knows. Come share your last words. Play records backwards. Touch the planchette, consult the psychic, and don't forget your tinfoil hat.
I'm so tired. I'm sunburned and I'm tired. I got so sunburned today. I don't know if you can even. Oh, yes, I still look white as a ghost, but you know, still, I got so sunburned. I've totally forgot sunscreen. And hey, oh my God. You summoned him with the name. You said Trump, and then here came Donald.
Trump, and then here came
Woo!
Donald.
Hi. Oh, she does it all the time. She's in every household. What is it with YouTube? There's 13 people here, and of 13 people, we've got like 2 total weirdos. Ezekiel? How or when? Because she does it all the time. Hi, Nirudi Praveen Pika. Hi, Christy. Thank you, Ezekiel. I like you too. Oh my God, right? Split shot. Oh God, tell me about it. Yay! English to Spanish. Lo siento, Veronica. No, I almost said no parlez-vous, no habla español. Thank you. This lighting is really bad. It's like really dark or really light and really harsh contrast. It's the best I can do. I don't have the energy tonight to do better than this. Hi, TJ. Thank you, Madeline. Thank you, Jay. Hi, Reese. Welcome back. Let's see. Marek, let's see. First first a moment, I thought you were just a random grandma screaming into a love stream, but then I realized you're actually a kind. What's a love stream? Oh, don't let me fool you. I'm not a kind person. It's the lighting. I'm telling you, the lighting makes it look like I have like deep creases on my face because it's so dark. Plus, this is how my grandma's hair used to be. Oh, me too. Is that Ash Shadow? I love your name. Hi, Larry. What part? Well, I don't want to say. I was going to say what part of Oregon, but you probably don't want to. You're like, well, 632 First Street. Saludos, MPF. Two dudes with no content. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking the stream. If you haven't done that yet, please do. Two dudes with no content. I was going to say, what do you guys do on your channel? But I think you've already told me. I'm going to read comments on this phone so that I'm not like leaning into your faces and just having you look at my forehead. He probably meant live stream. Maybe. Oh, well, this is my grunge. This is my grunge look. It's a little holdover from last week's Kurt Cobain stream. But it was freezing. Oh my God, it was freezing. Okay, so this morning, I'm just going to launch into it. This morning, I did a car show in a little Danish town. There was a big old car show. So I went there and I was Marilyn, of course, and I was like posing with all the cars. And I had to start getting ready so early. And when my alarm went off, I hit snooze. It went off again. I hit snooze again. And then the third, before it went off the third time, I realized, because I set my alarms for like, wake up, have coffee, take a shower, do my hair, do my makeup, get dressed, and leave. So that I make sure I stay on schedule so I'm never late, because she had a history of doing that. So I'm never late because I'm always super early. I double the Google time for how long it says it'll take to drive there. So I make sure I leave with twice enough time to get there on time. And before the third alarm went off to like get in the shower, I went, did I set an alarm to do my hair? And so I grabbed my phone and I looked at it and I was like, I did not. It takes an hour and a half to curl my hair and then another 20 minutes to style it and take it out of the curlers. Oh my God. I was so freaked out. I jumped out of bed. It was like 5 a.m. I started freaking out because it was the early event, early for me. So, oh my gosh. I was like, I hope I have time. I hope I have time. And I was stressed out, but I jumped in the shower. I did everything I had to do. I dried off as fast as I could, and it was freezing. Kind of like this chat. Feel free to talk to me. I can do two things at once. But it was freezing. I think it was like 40 degrees or something, and I was shivering, and I'm trying to do my lips, and I was like shivering. Oh my God, it was so cold. All my makeup was like coagulated and frozen. It was not good. I was freezing my butt off. Am I not at home? What makes you say that? Thank you. My great grandpa was obsessed with Marilyn Monroe. May he rest in peace. They are both. Oh, yeah, he probably got to know her now. My name is Ash as well when I'm not like this. So, I thought I had a hat that says it, but it's back there. I don't even, I'm so tired. My eyes are burning. Background looks different. Oh, I just moved to I just wanted to sit down. And the last stream that I did was in the dressing room and I had to stand. So the whole time I was doing karaoke on Monday, I was standing. And I walked around for 3 hours at the car show today in little high heels that I just got in the mail yesterday. So they were not even broken in. I'd never even tried them on. I just didn't have time. And so I walked around in the sun, getting sunburned for 3 hours in a brand new pair of high heels. And I just was like, no, I'm sitting down. And for a second, I sat here and I was like, this is really bad lighting. But then I don't care. I just don't care. I can't afford to right now. I can't afford to care. I'm so tired. Let's see. Rushing in the morning. So yeah, it does. I am not a morning person. I don't even think I had coffee. No, I didn't. I didn't have any coffee this morning. I was exhausted. But somebody brought me coffee during the car show, and that was nice. Iced coffee, because of course it was freezing butt hairs all morning. And then as soon as I got there, I was like, oh, it's nice and warm in the sun. And then the sun was like, oh, it is? And then it was so hot. Hot diggity dog. How's it going? How's it? Hi, King of the Noobs. Hey, how you doing? Long time no see. Heard. You catch anything with your recorder this week? I think so. The background gives kind of spooky, like, thank you. I hope so. It's insulation. It gets so effing cold at night. And I don't know where the heater is because we put it away when it got summer because it's been 1,000 degrees. And we've been cranking the AC. But now that the summer is almost over, it's starting to be effing cold at night. And so I'm freezing. And I have Kitty's old blanket. Well, anyway, I'm sitting on Kitty's old blanket. It's like a paper towel. It's not even long enough for me. So if it's like around my feet, it only comes up to like here, and I'm all like freezing. Trying to up, pull it up. If I want it to come up higher, I bring my feet higher, and then I can. It's really bad. Thank you very much. Thank you. But it's just freezing. And so we got the insulation on the windows, but it's also to keep the light in so people don't know that we're out here because we're in the middle of the woods. And people could drive nearby and you can see us if our lights are on. And so we turn all the lights off and then we seal up all the windows. We don't use the porch light because the owls will get blinded because they have night vision, and so we leave the lights off so that the owls can see the mice because we want them to get the mice. We don't want the mice in here, and neither does the bunny because I don't know if you guys know this, but bunnies are very territorial, and ever since we got this bunny, we haven't had a lot of mice because when they come in, she hears it with her giant ears and she freaks out and she starts slapping the ground like Thumper from Bambi, but she'll go slam, slam. And it's like the mice go, oh my God, there's a big giant rodent in there. And she's like, it's my house. You're in my house. It's really aggressive. And I had no idea she was like that, but I was like, all right, that's fine. So she keeps the mice away better than a cat because Kitty would be their friend. Get a nice hot water bottle. I need one. I haven't had one. Vegas, I had one, and then I got rid of it. 2 bunnies. Oh, please, what kind? She said as if she knows other kinds. I only know this kind. I think there's a lop ear, and there's a giant something. I know Bugs Bunny. Tommy and Tess. See, that works for me. I will take Tommy and Tess. My bunny is caged. She is on cage rest right now because she hurt her foot. I let her out all day today, though. After I got back from the car show, I let her out. I've got pillows everywhere for her. So she was out today, and she just laid around and stretched out. And then she went right back in at dinner time, and now she's back in. But she still has to take it easy because she is healing. But she's not on painkillers anymore, and that's important. Oh, I bet. I didn't know you had kids. Oh, this is okay. I'm gonna show you my girl here. There she is. She's sleeping. Those are her ears. Oh, there. Those. Hi. Hi. I love you, Miney. She's all, don't show me when I'm in bed. Oh, two girls. I didn't know that. That's fun. I'm gonna sit back where the light was a little bit more flattering. Oh my god, I knocked over my water bottle. You guys are gonna be, I mean, maybe. I was gonna say you guys are gonna be so excited, but I don't know if you will. I'm so excited for my actual Halloween costume on Halloween. Oh my god. It's a pair of costumes, and it's ridiculous, and it's nostalgic, and most of the like Gen Zers aren't gonna know who we are. She always gives me that. Yes, so we are having a comedy show on Halloween. Yee! And I said I would dress up, so I'm gonna dress up, and Mike dude is gonna dress up too. I don't know if we're gonna be that costume on a Halloween night, but at some point we're gonna have a pairing dress up thing, and it's gonna be really stupid. Those are the best. When I did the clown thing, everybody kept saying, "Oh my god, you look just like Harley Quinn. You nailed her makeup." And I was like, I haven't seen the new one. And I looked it up and I was like, that's not what I did at all. Like, way not what I did, but whatever. So I'm not going to tell you what we're going to be. I'm going to be everything. Every Saturday I have a different costume like today. But I will tell you what we've been before. I know. Oh, the new one? You've seen it? Oh no. Oh no. My throat hurts really bad. Somebody told me that they couldn't stand Kamala's voice, and so they know nothing about her. And I said, oh, but you can listen to RFK Jr. And then I tried to do one note in his voice, and my throat hasn't stopped hurting. It hurts so bad. I had a lozenge right before the stream. Oh my God, I couldn't even pretend to do it because it hurts so bad. Cheapest and best Halloween theme. Hay. Like stacks, like hay bales and like scarecrows. That's what I would say. Whatever the dollar store has, because they got some really good stuff. Let's be real. But so some of our past pair costumes, couples costumes, whatever. We were Mr. Garrison and Mr. Slave once. I was Mr. Garrison and not dressed as Marilyn because he did do that. Oh my God. Dude, it hurt my throat so bad. It still hurts. I started coughing. I said, oh, but you can listen to this. And then I went, and I couldn't stop coughing. And they were like, what? Oh my God. Anyway, I tried. I thought I liked him at first. And then he started talking about all the dead animal things. And I was like, oh, I really like animals. I can't, I can't be down with you. But darn, because I really wanted to like him. I think he knew Marilyn. But, oh well. Whatever. No, I will not do that again, ever. That hurts. It's, Sorry, I heard something outside. Oh, the bobcat was just outside, like right outside this window right next to me about an hour ago. I'm still cold. I'm like, get over here, bear. Keep me warm. I'm so cold. Neck Bear's always got my back and my neck. What the heck was I talking about? I feel like before I was talking about my voice, I was talking about something else. Oh my God, yeah. I only have this kitty blanket and this cotton sheet. It's like jersey sheets. That's all I have. Everything's in the laundry and I haven't had time to do it. And all the furniture's getting moved around. So like if I turn the camera, it's just a bunch of couches. There's 3 couches right here. There's 3 couches right here. And one of them's the bunnies now for now. And one of these couches, I think that one has blankets in it, but I've been sleeping on this one since the spider brigade was in my hair. So I've been sleeping here because I can see everything and it's leather, so I can I wipe it off every night and I get in all the cracks. It's so pathetic. My back hurts so bad. I was talking to somebody about people go, oh, homeless people are so lazy. They're always just laying around. And it's like, bro, if you slept on the sidewalk for one night, your back would be in so much pain the next day. Your hip bones and everything. That's all you can do because it hurts so bad. We're not meant to sleep on this freaking asphalt. Hi. Oh my God, you guys, look who it is. Stoner Jesus. We're going to bring back trolls. We need you. We need you. And 420 Blaze It. We need y'all. I'm good, man. How are you? But yeah, the blankets are in one of these couches. And this morning I had to go without earrings at my event because my earrings are in a little jewelry box inside a little accessories box inside the couch that's underneath the bunny's cage. She weighs 6 pounds, 5 pounds, but the cage itself is like 25 pounds and it's so heavy. And it was so freezing cold this morning and I was so tired and I just went, I don't have time. And I just didn't do earrings. I just couldn't do it. Some of the positions the homeless people get into, I know, right? Oh my God. Don't forget Snark. Well, she's been here for a live. She popped in for a second once. She made herself known. Oh, wait, I'm thinking of Discord. Yeah, I don't think she's ever been here. Shame. Cling, cling. But yeah. You know what? I always think, when I think of homeless people, I always remember this one guy. When I was in 7th grade, after school, I would walk across the street to Jack in the Box and I would save my lunch money so that I could buy whatever I could, a sourdough jack or something, or a milkshake or something from Jack in the Box so I could feel like an adult. And as I was walking up to the door, and my friends would get tacos because that's their thing. And as I was walking up to the door and reaching for the handle, this guy opened it for me. And I looked at him and he was holding a trash bag. And I was like, thank you. And then I proceeded to stare at him the entire time he was in the building. And I know he probably thinks it's because he was homeless. But you guys, this guy was so effing beautiful. He was perfect. I was in love immediately. As soon as he opened the door for me, I was like, I was lost in his eyes and just take me homeless with you. Let's go to your place. Oh, we're already there. It was, I mean, I know I was a 7th grader and he was probably in his 20s, but he was so handsome. And I'll never forget him. I will never forget the trash bag man at Jack in the Box because he was so good looking. And I was like, I saw the handsomest man today. And then there's a comedian named Ty Rivera, and he said he considers himself the best LGBTQ comedian in the world, and he I think that's Wanda Sykes, but that's fine. It's just me. I love Ty though. And Ty said at one point, if you're a pretty girl and you're homeless, you're an idiot, because he's like, there's no reason a pretty girl should ever be home, like sleeping outside. Because he's all, you can find a bed anywhere. You're just gonna have to do something for it. I didn't. And that boy that I saw, that man, he was so pretty that there's no way he couldn't have gone from housewife to housewife. Every time my husband was out of town, there's no reason he couldn't have been cleaning pools like Kane used to. Anyway, that boy was beautiful. I feel like he made such an impression on me. I could do a police sketch artist description. If I saw him today, I would know it was him. I'm telling you, unless, you know, homeless life was really hard on him. Probably. But I'm just saying, I think I would know, because he made such an impression on me. Don't be Reese. I'm sure he hitchhiked his way to San Francisco, and he's probably homeless up there too. I was going to say, if you're homeless, if you live in your car in San Francisco, would you still get smash and grabbed? Like, would they smash the window open and then be like, oh, shoot, there's a person in there? And you're like, there's broken glass in my hair. Like, did they look first and then smash? Or, I don't know. Anyway. Oh my God, my throat really does hurt. Well, okay. My throat hurts from that. Also, I was doing the breathy falsetto all day because I was Marilyn. Oh, hi. Wonderful. Just elegant. And then you're gonna see me do that a lot, where I like clutch my throat. And anyway, last night I had a ghost tour group. I know. This is where I'm at. I'm all out of F's. I'm so lost without them. When you said stand-up comedian, I got a flashback. Trolls versus trolls. Oh, God. Reese, I would. Not in my stand-up shows. But in my Maryland shows, I would. I have the vent to stand on with a fan, and there's a little button I can step on to like turn it on and off. Which I've made videos with, but so far no one's asked me to do that in a show, but I would. I ain't again it. Oh my God, today at the car show, this guy was like, oh, we need a fan, because that's what they always say. And I go, I know, right? I wish, it's so hot. And then I think I said that 80 times today. And one guy busted out a handheld power fan, like a blower. And he goes, well, is this okay? And I was like, sure, whatever. So he took a video and like a couple of pictures of me in front of his car with this like hand blower being held. And then he was like, thanks for being a good sport. I was like, what was I going to do? Like, what am I going to do? Say no? And then everybody's like, what a prude or something. I don't know. But my last night I had a ghost tour that was like 30 people or something ridiculous like that. And my throat has had it, you guys. It's like so done. Because I have to shout so they hear me, because we have a microphone and speaker for the ghost tours, but our speaker, I don't know where it is. We had a regular speaker for videos and it fell apart. And so we have a second one for that works really well. But there was a different speaker that was supposed to be for the microphone, like I used to have Quest, the aquarium that I used to work at, if you guys remember way back in the day. And I don't know where that speaker is. I haven't seen it in a year. So I don't. I do need a few days off. I do. I do. But then somebody asked if I could give them a ghost tour tomorrow. And I was like, all right. and then it's Marilyn Monday. And then next weekend is crazy, but you guys are going to have such a fun spooky Saturday next week, I hope. I'm going to have one of my really elaborate costumes on that takes me forever to get into and out of. And we're going to a party, which I might just bring you and live stream from the party and let other people from around the world come and yell at you in different languages. Maybe. And then they're going to come on a ghost tour with me. So I can't stream that part because it's, you know, the tour is intellectual property and all that. But after that, I think there's some sort of a continuation of this party. Welcome back, Marek. What do the ghost tours entail? I've never been on one. So these, I don't know what other ghost tours, I know that some of them are like history based, mostly. This one is, we take you around and tell you the history of a place and any haunting stories that we've heard about that place. While you're standing there, we say, this place, people see a woman in white or whatever. Ever since this, and we think it might be this person because of this reason, and they died tragically. It's all true. And then sometimes, especially at a couple of places where the stories are really good, we'll say, do you want to use some tools and try to communicate with somebody? Because there's a strong presence here. And so we'll bring out dowsing rods, or we'll bring out the spirit box, and everybody gets EMF readers so they can investigate like Ghostbusters and keep an eye on it, make sure anything's not going on. And then I tell a ton of jokes, but that's just because I can't help it. And I've been telling one lately that only one person in every group ever gets. I will tell it. I've been telling it every night since I saw the video, and only one person ever laughs. And nobody else knows what I'm talking about, which is perfect. But I say that I asked, like, there's a business, and I asked the girl how long she'd worked there, and she told me this, and I said, okay, good. And like, one person will laugh because one person knows what I'm making fun of. Okay, good. But other than that, and then I just move on. But it is, I do believe it. I just don't, I think tools are stupid. I don't think you need a spirit box. I don't think you need dowsing rods. Every ghost story I've ever had, I didn't have any tools, but it is fun and it is something else to do, and it's easier than trying to have an experience without tools. Like, it takes a lot less energy when you don't have to do anything yourself and you just push on. And you're like, oh, can we talk to Michael Jackson? And it's all, yeah. You swear at your enemies in different languages? All right. Do you have a lot of enemies? But I did have a tour, so my throat hurt already. And then a lot of the people from my ghost tour last night, you do? Me too. But a lot of people who took my ghost tour last night took pictures with me as Marilyn today because they were still in town, and they're like, Ash, and I was like, hey. And I had to be in character. So I had to go, did you find any ghosts? And they're like, no, we looked. I did bring my ghost stories again tonight, if you care, if you want them, but this is fun. But yeah, I took a lot of pictures today. I took a lot of pictures with people in American flag hats that said, Save America. I am not hardworking though, Reese. That's the thing. taking pictures with ghosts. I'm dead too. But I am so, like, I just want to sleep all the time. You just fix TVs. So you're the guy. You're the guy that's like, I'll be there sometime between Thursday and 2027. Cancel your plans. Because as soon as you go out to the post office, as soon as you go out to the mailbox, I'm going to come, I'm going to leave a note that I was there, and I'm going to leave the chosen one. Oh, we got a phone for our other company too, finally. So we have a phone number now. We're cleaning and closing the forest, and this person was in the middle of like way on the far reaches of the park, on the edges, the outskirts, on the phone having a conversation. And we were like, how are you doing that? Because we have Starlink and we don't get a signal out there. And she's like, oh, Mint Mobile. And we were like, I need a Mint Mobile phone. Because what? How do you get that? How does she have a signal out here? We don't even have it. Oh, people bring them to you. God, I would love that. Oh my God. So you get to do it just in your own space, and then they come pick it up when you're done? Or do they loom over you while you're doing it? And they're like, I didn't program that channel, that adult entertainment channel. My wife must have done that. Or my husband must have done that. It's not mine. I would rather they not be there. Oh, God, you guys, I forgot to tell. Yesterday before my tour, I had just taken a shower. I was cleaning up after the bunny. I was outside, and then there was a bunch of hay. So I started to rake up the hay, and I heard pew, pew, pew. And I was like, oh no, poachers again. Forest cleaning. Ugh. Oh, well, it's just like the bathrooms and like taking out trash cans and stuff. I ain't doing anything else. If the tree falls, someone else comes and cuts it into pieces and hauls it away or whatever. But so I heard poachers, and I was in flip-flops and basically pajamas. Oh no, I hadn't taken a shower yet. Yeah, so I was still in my pajamas and flip-flops, and I had my little plastic rake from the dollar store. And I looked out the gate, and I could see the car come over the hill really slowly, and I was like, oh, I can beat them. And I ran in my flip-flops down to the street, and I came out in front of them and came around the corner, and they saw me, and they didn't know who I was or what I was doing. They just saw like a person with a rake in a forest where I guess like rake stuff needs to be done. But they didn't want to be identified or look suspicious. And so they turned into the park, and then I followed them and I looked at them, and then they got nervous and they did a 3-point turn, and they started to come out the entrance side of the park, like the wrong way on a 2-way street with a barrier. And I was like, what are you doing? And I got a really good look at them, and I got a really good look at their car, and I got a really good look at the person in the back seat, and I memorized their license plate, and they drove away, and I immediately called the game warden. And I was like, red Honda Accord, super old, chipped paint, sun damage, 3 passengers, guy in the back seat had a mullet. And I was like, boop, 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 bah, license plate number, bah, bah, bah. And then go get him. And then the CHP went by, and I was like, yeah, go get him. Go get him. Because ain't nobody going to kill Bambi on my watch. Let's see. From humans or trees? This is what I imagine. Oh, from humans. I clean up after people all day. Everywhere I go. And today I physically said out loud, don't pick up trash. Because I was in Maryland today, And I had to say it out loud so that I wouldn't do it because I saw trash on the ground and I was like, I want to get it. I'm going to pick it up and throw it away. And I had to not do it because that's not in character. I don't think she was like stupid to pick up trash on the sidewalk. Although, I mean, if she was around today, she would. I was watching a live stream of some homeless guy in his car the other day, and someone started shooting next to his car. Next thing, there's like 7 police cars, and there's some guy resisting arrest. What is happening out there, man? Ugh. Like, does nobody just want to be chill anymore? The 90s were so chill because nobody was trying to fight with everybody about everything. I feel like maybe I'm remembering it wrong because I was like itty bitty, but I feel like it wasn't always like this, was it? We're just everybody's so angry at each other for nothing. For nothing. Like people are creating problems. I feel like a hippie. Because I'm like, cool it, man. Chill. It ain't worth it, brother. Like, that's not what it's all about. You gotta breathe. Breathe, Star Child. No, dude, I would have definitely, they had discharged a weapon, obviously, before they came over that hill. And I'm out there with a little plastic rake being like, hey, you're going the wrong way. And if I did have something like that, I would have absolutely been murdered. So let's not do that. Let's not escalate. Reese, what part of England? If you want to tell me, you don't have to. This is why I heard. Right? Reese, seriously. Oh, yeah. That's like somebody saying math is reliable and comfortable and safe to others. Not to me, but science is always reliable and safe to me, but I suck at math. I like to say I'm as good at math as a snake is good at jogging. They don't got legs. Have you told me that before? I think I asked you that last time. Sorry. I know a YouTuber that's in your area. Stupid man. It is stupid. There's a YouTuber in Northeast England, I think. I don't know what part, but his name is Mythos. And he's great. I asked him what kind of microphone he has because I think I might have to invest in some like YouTuber stuff since I'm going to be doing this all the time. And I have the luxury of being able to because of the forest. For now, not going. But Mythos always he's got the accent for like there. Everybody says he sounds Scottish, but he doesn't. But he does have a very identifiable way about him. I don't think there's any lipstick left on my lower lip. But everybody loves his voice. Everybody loves how he sounds. And every time he talks, he sounds so like produced and crisp and like ASMR. He has the best microphone. I don't know what he's doing, but he always sounds good. And I've seen him use other people's microphones and he still sounds like that. He's got like the perfect voice to always sound the best. Hi. Hey, Beanie. So I was like, what kind of microphone do you have? So he was like, oh, okay. I don't know. My throat still hurts so bad. I was just going to come here and like, if it wasn't Spooky Saturday, I would have just come home and turned on YouTube. When I'm not live, I'm watching. But hey, my hair turned out pretty darn good considering I didn't have any time to do it. I barely, like that curling iron was barely touching my hair before I would pull it out because I was like, I don't have time. I don't have time. Next curl, next curl, next curl. So I'm pretty happy with the way it looks, except on this side now, because it's been all day. I don't know what's happening here. This side never looks good to me. I don't know how to do it. Except for that one time that I did the happy birthday hair. I really liked that. Hi, Henry. Yes. Yes, welcome. Do you live on your own or with a partner or something? She's a comedian. Yes. Well, comedy, acting is my one true love. This right here is what I'm best at in the world, which is not super valuable to most people, but whatever. It's what I'm best at. We don't get to choose where our skills are. I don't know. Pretty good at raking. But I'm pretty good with animals. But I've wanted to be an actress since I was 2. And I've wanted to be a comedian since 3rd grade. So technically acting was first, but I've always wanted to be like, hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. I also don't like singing in front of people, but I do it sometimes because I try to put myself into situations I'm uncomfortable with. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it hasn't come up over here yet. Let's see. I would love to deal a contract sign in my movie, man. Your look is 70s, 80s. Henry, you must be very young. This is 1953, 1954. Just so you know. A little bit 1956. So, you know, 70s was big long hair, like at least down to here, flipped out in a big round poof that goes straight out to the sides. Woof, like Farrah Fawcett. Woof. Center part. Woof. And then 80s was if I straightened out all my curls and then ran gel through my hair so that it was stringy, then it would be 80s. Or if it was crimped, if I crimped like this part of it, 80s. And then, I mean, 90s, we just stopped washing our hair. That's what we did. The 80s, yeah, there was a lot of teasing and hairspray, which, I mean, that's fair. That's this. That's, you know, I can see that, but not quite so coiffed. Not quite so tight and perfect. Aquanet 80s, yes. 29, you're a movie director from Indonesia. Oh, you know what? I actually don't know what the trends were in Indonesia in the 80s. So you might be right. It might have been this. I don't actually, that's pretty interesting. I've never even thought about it. Oh, thank you, Reese. So do I. My straight natural hair used to be down to my knees. And I would just put it up in a bun and just use this big old spider clip butterfly thing. And it was never down, but it was like when it was down, it was amazing. It was glorious. And then I would braid it into a bunch of little braids all the way down and then let it dry. And then I would take the braids out and it was like mermaid hair all the way down to my waist. Oh, I used to like having long hair. I would have it again, but I haven't found one good wig for Marilyn that I really like. And so I'll just use mine. I've got the widow's peak anyway, so I might as well just do it. It does take forever though. It takes forever. Rose from Titanic. Hi, Draws TV. Jack. I won't let go. Oh my God, that hurt my throat so bad. I can't even. This is how I don't even. Let's see. No, really not the wet one. Thank you, TJ. Oh yeah, that was my hair. It was blonde, but I hadn't cut it yet for the mermaid. It was still pretty, it was like here. It was down to here, I think. But I do have a wig for the mermaid too. And I have 2 wigs for the mermaid. I have blonde and then I have pink and white. I was thinking about getting a purple one. More eyeliner and then with 1 cigarette. Oh, are cigarettes still like a big thing in Indonesia? Because in America, we've kind of like pulled back from that a little bit, but I can see like the 50s. It was a thing. It was a thing. It was a vibe. The 50s. Oh, what have they done to us? What did they create? What? We're still trying to get out from under what the 50s did to us with smoking, but draws. Oh, yes, I had to cut my hair for my job. Yeah. And I had to dye it for my job. So when it is straight, I know you said you prefer my straight natural hair, TJ. Was that TJ? Oh no. But when it's not curled, it's like super Karen. So those people, those poachers saw like super Karen come around the corner with a rake. They didn't know it was plastic. They ain't gotta know. That post would be perfect. Oh, right, with the cigarette. But yeah, with this lighting, it'd be great because the light would hit that and not anything under my eyelashes. Just these dark pits where eyes should be. Ah, ah. Sort my. Oh, okay. Thank you, Reese. Have fun with her. No, TJ, stop trying to make me go to prison. Because I would. I ain't got no self-control. My senior quote, I don't know. Do you guys do senior quotes in other countries? Like when you're, do you have yearbooks? Sorry, I have a bunny hair. I had a bunny hair stuck to my eyelashes. Do you have, I mean, I'm sure you have yearbooks. And on your senior year, your last year of school, do you do like a senior quote with like a special picture that you can take with any photographer, any background? It's usually I'm in a field and I'm happy. That's usually what everybody goes with. But do you guys do that? Because my senior quote in my yearbook was Oscar Wilde. I can resist everything except temptation. I was always in trouble. Saw the new Joker movie a few weeks ago. Had to be 30 minutes of cigarette screen time? Oh my God. Why? And Lady Gaga's a singer. I would have think that would... Oh, they use fake cigarettes for movies, yeah. Still, it's not good for you. Smoke inhalation is not good for you. Even if it's a fake cigarette, it's still smoke that you're breathing in that you shouldn't be. And, oh, well, thank you, Henry. The movie Nam. Once Queen Loss. Ooh. I mean, how would it work? How would it work? I know you're young, so it's probably like a low budget film. Not trying to assume anything, but you know, just trying to use my experience to draw conclusions here. Correct me if I'm wrong. So would it be something I would film myself and then send to you, and then you would put it into your stuff, or how would that work? Oh God. Oh. You know what? Did I tell you guys on Marilyn Monday? Did I tell you that I look at pictures of a burger I had? Because, like, I mean, I know. I went to McDonald's. Okay, well, Habit Burger is a California chain that has burgers, and it started here. And they have a new chicken sandwich that's like a chicken pesto sandwich on Parmesan crusted sourdough bread, and it's so good, and it tastes like it came from a steakhouse. I was like, I kept saying, this is like a fancy people burger. This is like a fancy, expensive restaurant sandwich. And like, oh, okay, TJ. No worry. I fell asleep watching somebody's live stream last night too. But aside from that, I went to McDonald's and I got this burger that they had called a smoky BLT burger, quarter pounder, smoky BLT quarter pounder. And it's bacon. Their bacon is so good at McDonald's. It's thin and crispy. And it lays flat. How does that work? And so there's a bunch of bacon, a bunch of tomatoes, 2 pieces of cheese for some reason, and lettuce, and this smoky, some kind of smoky sauce. It was so good. And I took it out of the wrapper and it looked amazing. And I was like, this doesn't look like a McDonald's burger. And I only got it because it was on the poster right next to me when I was pushing the buttons, and I went, oh, I'll get that. And I didn't care. I was just hungry. When I unwrapped it, I was like, this does not look like a McDonald's burger. So I took a picture of it. And then I took a bite and I saved half of it so I could enjoy it again later. I should have just bought a bunch of them and stuck them in the freezer or something. You guys, it was so good and they discontinued it. So I'm going to show you the picture because that's how long it took me, like no time to find it because I look at it a lot. This was my burger at McDonald's. It doesn't look like a McDonald's burger. I know because it's better. It was so good. You guys don't even know. Y'all don't even know. But I wish I could have it again. They better bring it back or I'm going to burn the whole chain to the ground. Medium budget. Be like, you're the one watching out society's problems. It would, okay. Sorry, TJ, about McDonald's. This one was so good. What did McDonald's do to you, TJ? I gotta know. If you're awake. Free transportation. Hey, Max. It's everything. Everything that ever happens to me is spooky. Okay, Henry, I've put my Instagram handle in the chat from the channel Laugh Tours. That's my Instagram channel. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Because I live in California, so I don't know, but let me know. Max, do you have a ghost story that you would like to share with us? Because we want to hear it. And let me think. Oh, hey, there's a new thing that happened. Here we go. Sorry, we'll make it spooky. I didn't bring my salad, by the way. I know I said I was making one, but it's in the fridge. So I was going to my ghost tour 2 days ago. 3 days ago. And I was on the phone with my dad, telling him about some spooky thing that happened. And something knocked 3 times. Oh, okay. Well, something knocked 3 times on my back seat, left side door. But it was like that. Sorry, bunny. Sorry, bunny. And it was so loud. And it sounded like it was following. I can't eat and stream. It doesn't work. I tried. I keep trying. Oh, I could have another bologna sandwich too. But it freaked me out because it had to like follow me to hit me a couple times. It had to at least be going with me a little bit. unless it like hit and then tumbled back. I don't know. But I said, oh, and I told my dad, I was like, something just hit the side of my car. Why would that happen if I'm going forward? Why would something bang against the side? And then I thought it was weird, but I didn't think anything of it. Last night, I was heading to my ghost tour again. And I'm like, wake the dead, wake the dead. Hey, spirits, if you're here, come out to my tour and talk to us. And I drove past that same spot that it happened last time, and it happened again. And it was the same. And I was like, what is that? And I called my dad, and I said, this happened to me once. He goes, I know, I was on the phone. And I said, yeah, but it just happened again. He goes, well, you're going to have to debunk it. You're going to have to go back there and just keep trying it. And I've driven back and forth during the day. Nothing. It's something that's only happening at night. You have an almost scary story. All right, I could try to read it and do my best dramatic reading. Last time we hired 2 side heroes. From one is from Australia. One is from Brazil. Cool. Yeah, send me the info. And we'll see what we can do. I filmed a short film in Vegas, and I think it was like 3 years ago now. Oh my God. And it's just been sitting in the editing bay, people. Like, the editor has just been sitting on it. And I don't think he's even looked at it. And so I went through it and I did a rough cut. I put everything in order and I picked all the best takes and I did a rough cut. And I left room on the beginning and end of every take. And he was supposed to like master it. He was supposed to make it better lighting and focus it and all that stuff and work on the pacing and everything. Nothing. Freaking nothing. I sent him my edit in the mail on a giant hard drive that holds like 5 terabytes or something. And nothing has happened. But someday, if it ever gets edited, we're going to enter it into some film festivals and stuff. I don't think it's that good. But you never know. Maybe it'll be a slow year. And we'll be like... maybe we'll be the only one that enters. It's going to be like 10 minutes, I think. What are you going to do? I hope, Max, I hope you're typing furiously over there. Spooky, 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 almost scary, spooky, almost scary, spooky. I went live once already tonight, and I sat here, and not one person came in. Not one person. And the whole Spooky Saturday song played. And I was like... So, and I tried to do like a long lead-in where I just left it on live starting soon. And I was watching. I made my salad. I was watching, and it was like 0 people waiting. Nobody. Nobody cares about you. They don't care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. I really have to stop singing because my throat is effed up. But if you guys want to hear some more ghost stories, I think I almost just fell asleep right there. I closed my eyes. My eyes are burning from not sleeping. And I fell asleep watching somebody's live last night. He was here for a second. He did a super chat in the beginning, and then I don't know, he's been real quiet. Midnight Rider, are you still here? Midnight Rider, calling out to the Midnight Rider. I gotta stop singing. Yeah, I fell asleep to somebody's live stream. They were editing a video, and I was watching and listening. And then I woke up, and I don't know if it's because of the bunny. I drank half a neural sleep too, so I was like trying to force myself to be rested so that Marilyn could look really good and healthy, and rested and sunny and bushy tailed. I had to fake it. I had to act today. And then I don't know if it was the bunny or something in the stream, but something happened that woke me up after like 20 minutes of sleep. And I was like, no, no. My throat was hurting. I had just done that big giant tour group. And so I got up and got some water. I went back to bed. I couldn't fall asleep. The neurosleep had done its magic the one time, and that's all I got. Ah! Thank you, Chris G. Super chat from the Chris G for Spooky Saturday. Yakka-cow. Thank you. Hi, Mario. Did you guys just hear a phone go off? This is the only other. The mobile one isn't even on yet. Thank you, Mario. That's the idea. Another name you haven't heard in forever. Oh yeah, Midnight Rider was here. Midnight Rider's here. Chris G. TJ used to be TJ26. Oh, how time flies. But we're all still here, doing our thing. Freezing. Sometimes Sarcasm Queen is here. Snarkasm Queen is still here sometimes. Henry, I gave you my Instagram. Oh, I see. Did it come in? Oops, I'm getting in trouble. No, I didn't get anything from you yet on Instagram, Henry. Okay, so when I was doing Stripped on the Strip, the Vegas show 6 nights a week, he's an outlaw of comedy. And so he got arrested and he got a mugshot. And the whole time, the two outlaws of comedy were the stars, right? And the whole time I was using like a fist with a microphone on a brick wall for like the tough outlaws of comedy logos and stuff for the show to advertise, because I did all the social media and all that. And when he got arrested, I took his mugshot. He had me take a picture of his mugshot on his little ID badge, and then I made it black and white, and I made it really like gritty looking, and I posted it, and I said, comedy just got dangerous again, because like back in the 80s it was Sam Kinison, and it was pretty hardcore. Bill Hicks a little bit, but it was intense. And so I was like, comedy just got dangerous again. And then his family said, take it down. Thank you. Hi, Selena girl. Jim Carrey and then Tony Stark. You mean Robert Downey Jr.? Hey, Sky Shouter, how you doing? Well, then the guy in the picture passed away. And I was like, you know what? They can't censor him anymore. He wanted me to use that picture, so I'm going to post it again. And so I posted his mugshot and said, you know, the show's been canceled. Our star died. But then his family reached out again and said, you have to take this picture down. And I was like, deuces, biatch. And so I took it down off of Facebook, but not Instagram, because they didn't say anything. They sent me a Facebook message, so they didn't even know it was on Instagram. But just now I have a comment from somebody on Instagram that I think I got in trouble. I think they finally found it. And it's like, it's been up this whole time. Ain't nobody looking at it now. It's already been viewed as many times as it's going to be viewed. Side flex higher. I know. It'll be the name. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, Henry. I look forward to reading it and seeing what it's all about. No, I don't want to mute anybody. But if I ever have like a crazy chat that's just going in too fast for me to keep up and stuff, I will probably mod you guys up. But in the meantime, there's 7 people here and ain't nobody talking to me. So, um, but yeah, I think I'm in trouble for posting that guy's mugshot. He would have wanted me to. He said that he wanted me to. So whatever. I did bring my list of ghost stories too. And every time I close my eyes because they're burning, if I close them for like an extended blink, I really feel like I slept. And I have to open my eyes and go, ah. It's so sad. Do my eyelids look heavy to you? Because they are. It was such a cluster jam. I couldn't get my earrings out from under the bunny. I just didn't. I forgot to schedule my hair curling. My throat was killing me. It was freezing. I had to wear brand new shoes that weren't broken in yet. I couldn't find my dark red lip liner, so it's been kind of it's not what I wanted it to be. And then I had to like hodgepodge together pairs of eyelashes that were just kind of loose because I didn't have any. I had a bag that had loose eyelashes just thrown into it. So I was like, I think these two match kind of. And I threw 3 random strips away of eyelashes because they don't have a match. I don't know. It's like pairing socks. I don't know where they went. And then I didn't have the right tights because they got a run in them, my good ones. And so now they're my trash. And I found one other pair of tights that weren't fleece because it was going to be hot today. But they were too short for my legs. Now there's 3 people here. See what I mean? Everybody left. So the crotch was like by my knees. So I had to super stretch them and then use outer pairs of underwear to like hold them up so I wouldn't be MC hammering my nylons. I wasn't gonna go without. Not as Marilyn, I can't do that. But I know this is true. Usually I'm wide awake at night. I took an allergy pill because my eyes were burning this morning and they kept watering, and I'm trying to put eyelashes on and they're falling off because there's just tears. And I was like, I kept sniffling, my nose was running. These seasonal allergies are bad right now. I don't know what's outside, but it's like killing me. And then I feel like there was something else that wasn't working out, and I was just like, whatever. And my vision was super bad this morning because I didn't sleep. My eyes didn't get any rest, and so I was like squinting into the mirror and and the lighting is so bad in here everywhere, and so I kept running from mirror to mirror to check, like, are my eyebrows even? Ah. Ah. Hi, Giselle. Oh. Anyway, today's been a day. I was like, this is the kind of day it's going to be cool. Bunny, do you get allergies? Bunny. I love you. She put her ears back, but she's a bunny, so they're kind of always back. Giselle, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. Oh, I was trying to look at how long I've been live. It's right here for me. I'm so tired I didn't even look up. Because it's right there. Oh, gosh. You know what I think is funny about animals and seasonal allergies? The meanest thing in the world, which I think it's Antonio Banderas, by the way, but there's an allergy medicine commercial with a little bee with Antonio Banderas' voice. Can you imagine how mean it is to give a bee allergies? His whole thing is pollen. His whole world is like, get pollen all over you. That's your day. If he has allergies, that is effed up. That is so messed up. Did I enter at 8:30? Oh, you mean the stream? I mean, I was here. I was ready at 8:15 and I sat here and I set it up so that people could wait in like the waiting room for me to start, and I made a salad, and then I sat here and I watched, and there was nobody. And so I finally just was like, I'm just going to go live and see what happens. And nobody came. So I ended it after a few minutes of sitting here by myself. I was like, forget it. I'm out of here. I was too tired. I was like, forget it. And then on Discord, it was like, oh, I'm here. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. What time is it now? Oh, 9:50 here. But yeah, I was here. I was sitting here. I have such big, from my shoes, I have such big blisters on my feet. Sorry for the harsh lighting, Giselle. I look better than this, I promise. I'm so tired. But I have like blisters on the back of my heels. Ow. And I think it was bleeding onto my tights. My one pair of tights that I have now. And the ball of both feet, on both feet, the ball of my foot has thick, water-filled blisters that I can feel like I'm walking on a waterbed that hurts. But I was there for 3 hours. Here's my McDonald's burger. Okay, I was there for 3 hours, and I was out there walking around with, you know, skeletons and stuff. Those are the shoes in question, the criminal shoes. Those are the ones that hurt me. Crow of Judas, hi! Hey, Giselle just got here. If you're going to stutter on a word, does it have to be jizz? Really? Okay. I hate blisters too, and it's bad. But I was Marilyn all day, and my feet hurt, and I'm so tired, and I definitely got a sunburn. And people, it was so bad that people were coming up to me and saying, I hope you have sunscreen on. And I was like, I forgot. Because that's another thing I forgot. Of course I did. Yeah, finally. Can I play Spooky Saturday when I'm wrapping up? Absolutely. I would love to do that. I love that song. Me and Midnight Rider were grooving to it when I first started my stream for the second time. When I second started my stream. Okay, JG. Are you saying I'm from your era, or are you saying Marilyn is from your era? Because that would be the second time that somebody said I look very 70s, 80s today, and that's incorrect. Unless Harvey, right? Henry. Unless Henry's still here and he's talking about Indonesia, because I still don't know what the styles were in Indonesia, and maybe they were in the 50s. I don't know. But this is 1954, 55, and 56 is when this hairstyle was happening. There you go. There's your 70s. It was happening. Groovy. Or you're saying that you think that I am the same age as you, which I am also going to blame on my poor lighting. I look better than this. I'm under like a stupid freaking LED overhead lighting. We don't need lectures on Marilyn. Girl. This is my channel. Welcome to Marilyn Monday, where we talk about Marilyn. We talk about the real person. We talk about history of Hollywood. We talk about Marilyn's life, who she was as a person. We bust myths and we debunk bull shizzle about Marilyn that wasn't true because she was a real person and she deserves to have somebody stick up for her for once. But that's kind of what we do here. It's not really a lecture unless you're boring. Unless you don't have a sense of humor, because we have fun here. Do I ever miss my long hair? Sometimes. I actually wrote a joke for my stand-up right after I cut it. For those of you who weren't here, my hair used to be at the beginning of the stream. No, I'm just kidding. But my hair used to be back in the day past my knees. And when I first cut it, I cut it to like here. And I wrote a joke for my stand-up where I was like, I really regret cutting my hair, but now it's too short to tie into a noose. But I did tie it into a noose for Halloween once before I cut it. We be talking about Marilyn. I know. JG Whitworth, 877 cash now. Is that why you... That's not why you call yourself JG, I'm sure. What was her favorite food? It wasn't hot dogs. No, she liked chocolate sundaes, hot fudge sundaes. Because she had impeccable taste. I know that's not like food. But it was her favorite. She was known for eating steak a lot. She tried to learn how to make Joe DiMaggio's family spaghetti sauce. I have a video where I like eat what she ate, and it ain't good. It's not good. It's bad. It's like hot milk where you drop in some raw eggs and let the hot milk coagulate them, and then maybe add some sherry, and then you drink it up, and then you have liver and onions for dinner, and then you have tube steak. There you go. Oh, but I made a video where I make all the things that she ate, and some of it is not good. It's trying to cook the liver. It was like snot. It's not even a texture. Like, how do you even get it? I always thought of it as like an organ. Like you could grab it. It's like firm. It is not. It's like a goop. It's a snot goop, and you have to like snot it into a... Oh my god, you guys, it's so gross. It's so gross. I can't. I think I like liver, but not... When I made it, it was horrifically, terribly bad. It was bad. But she did say that she thinks she was a rabbit in a past life because she liked to eat carrots so much. Which I'm down with. Marilyn never had an Impossible Burger. No, she was definitely a carnivore. At one point, she did an interview where she said she didn't eat chicken because anything with bones in it, she pictures the whole animal and she just can't. And then there's pictures of her eating chicken. And then there's pictures of her eating a hot dog in Brooklyn from a street meat cart with sauerkraut on it with Arthur Miller. In 1957, I think. So she did eat hot dogs. I was wrong when I first said that. She did, though. And those pictures, I mean, you know, the second that Marilyn Monroe was like, sure, can I eat a hot dog? They're all, oh my God. And you're like, what are you going to do with that picture when you take it home? Just saying. My favorite Marilyn movie, Niagara, is really, really effing good. It's tense and you're nervous and you're like, oh shoot, she did her own stunts. And some of it is like, holy cow, they really took a risk. They put her on a little raft, like a piece of wood out at Niagara Falls, right at the top. And there's like a little rock that stops her. Are you kidding me? You're gonna really put Marilyn Monroe out on a little stick Anyway, it's intense. It's really good. If you haven't seen it, you should. And the movie poster has her laying on her side with all her curves, and the water of Niagara Falls is like rushing over it. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant poster. But not my favorite Marilyn poster, but it's great. And then so Niagara's really good. But my personal favorite is one called Clash by Night. It was before she was a big deal. Black and white movie. And she plays a tomboy that gets wasted and like dances on tables. And she's like wearing jeans through most of the movie and rolled up sleeves. And she works in a fish canning factory, like grabbing fish and stuffing it into cans. It's not glamorous at all. And she like punches people a lot. She's so good in it. And it was filmed in Monterey, California, but it's just so different that I really enjoy it. Oh, cool. And then of course she did a movie called Don't Bother to Knock with Anne Bancroft, who I met. She used to be married to Mel Brooks before she passed away. Hi, Becky. Yay. Oh my God. But Don't Bother to Knock is a thriller, and she's a nut job. She's really freaky in that one. Yay. I don't know if Crow of Judas is still here, but if you are, Bucky is, he used to broadcast live all the time. Stoner Jesus is here. Christy is here. I don't know if Midnight Rider is still here, but TJ is here. This is like a Bigo reunion. But Bucky had a clown mask in the dark, and he would tell jokes, and it was so fun. I was just talking about you, Bucky, because Crow of Judas, if he's still here, if he's in the chat, you should find him and subscribe to his channel, because he does funny videos in a crazy, scary mask that lights up in the dark, and he makes fun of like fake psychics and stuff. It's really fun. You guys, 2 peas in a pod. Yay! Bucky, the Winter Soldier. This is awesome. His name is Crow of Judas. That's his YouTube channel. So obviously he's not still here, because he would have said something, I think, to be like, here I am. But yeah. But Bucky used to go live and tell jokes, like set up punchline. It was so fun. And he would like move close to the camera and stuff. It was a lot of fun. I used to love watching Bucky. But did I have a new joke that I thought of? I don't know. It's not swipe on here, but don't hit the back button. Oh, you can swipe up and down. And if you hit the back button, I think it takes you back to like a search page and like drops me into a little postage stamp. This is so weird. I know. It's so weird that you're like, now we just need 420 Blaze It. We need Sarcasm Queen to come in. I have never seen Kane on my stream at all. I'm trying to think of our favorite McCheesy is here sometimes. He'll come into my lives on YouTube. That's so fun. Yeah, Stoner Jesus. Did you like Marilyn and then morph into a modern rep of her? No. I don't call people Jeebus, you know? Stoner Jeebus. So JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. I'm going to do that every time. Sorry. Deal with it. But this is a great little reunion that's happening. Little family. It's a little family. So in 2012, I was asked to audition as Marilyn for some 50th anniversary of her passing, which celebrate her birthdays maybe, but her death day seems weird. I guess remember her, but I would remember her on a happy day, I would think. Exactly. It's going to be stuck in your head now. But they filmed my audition as Marilyn in 2012, and they put it on YouTube. And then people started reaching out to me and asking me to do birthdays, and can you come to my event? I'm having a book release about her, or can you come to my anniversary or something? And I just kept saying yes. Eventually I had to really invest in it to get like better outfits and stuff. But yeah, it really became, I just kept saying yes, and it just took me here, and I'm really grateful for it. Now I have a 30-minute hologram show that is in Cabo, no, Cancun. I wonder if Ted Cruz has seen it. And it's in Italy, and it's in Vegas. If you want to see my hologram as Marilyn show. And I've gotten to be on TV, and I've been on Chinese television a lot. And I've gotten to play Marilyn in Liverpool and in Dublin, Ireland, not Dublin, California or Texas or anything. But it's been really cool. And I have always liked her. So I'm down. Okay, you are getting mileage off the... No, I don't look anything like her. This is the result of about 3.5, 4 hours of work. I don't wake up like this, but I work my ass off to try to help people remember her in a positive way, and try to help people remember what they liked about her and that they loved her. And I tell her jokes when I'm her, so that she's still getting laughs on something she said, and I know freaking everything. Well, I don't know everything about her, but I have done my research in the last 12 years. So yeah, I work my ass off. Heard a growl at your cousin Cody's house, heard by all of us. Next day, there was a kid giggle in that basic area. Cody now denies the growl ever happened and is adamant there were some imaginary kids outside or something at 2 a.m. Oh, no. Why do people do that? Like, you know what you heard. Why try to no, it was probably nothing. I hate it when people do that. See, this is why people say, oh, I've never had a ghost experience. I've never had a paranormal experience. It's like, you have, but then you gave it all these, well, but it was just this, and it was probably just that, and it's probably nothing. Like, spare me. You know what it is. Although Mythos has a video where he really thought he had something happening, and now he thinks it was a cat. He thought he heard it. Yeah. Skeptics. Debunkers. No, but Mythos had a thing where he heard what he thought was a woman's voice, and then now looking back at it, he thinks it was a cat. But it's like, that was no cat. In the moment, I feel like we're more tuned in to our surroundings, and we're more likely to know what it really is. But you know what? It's kind of bothering me. JG is kind of bothering me, because he's like trying to tear down something that I'm the best at. This is what I'm the best at. It'd be like if you're really good at oil painting or something, but you're not very good at anything else. And then somebody was like, what a shitty painting. Like, you can go to hell. You go straight to hell. You can't be positive. You can't play with me. Sorry, that's bugging me. Mileage. The amount of work I've done. Please. Bucky, you're a magnet for it because of your ... energy. That's just who you are, man. You draw things to you because Steph wants to hang out with you, man. Steph wants to hang out with you. Let's see. Taylor House woke up at like 3:30. Thank you, Chris G. And came running out of his room, waking me up, telling me someone was in his room. We went in there and there was nobody there, but he swears he woke up and saw the face in the corner. Ooh, yeah, see, I welcome it too. Whose face was it? They're more than welcome to be here. You know what? They're more than welcome. They're more welcome than J.G. Whitworth. I'm just kidding. Chip away at my little tiny amount of joy that I have. How dare you? It's precious. Yeah, I welcome it too. There was one time when I went to the UK for the comedy tour, I was nervous that it was going to be overwhelming because they have way more history than we do. We're pretty much a baby nation still. Throwing a tantrum, but I closed everything off before I got there. Actually, before I even got to Virginia, where there's a bunch of battlefields, to get to New York, to get to Europe. And I shut down before I even got to Virginia. I was like, nope, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing any of this. I'm off the clock. And then when I came back, I wasn't sure I could even still have experiences. And then I opened up and there everything still was. So I said, oh, okay, cool. Narrow, pale face with dark eyes. Like the Scream mask. This is really killing my, like, rocking out my cheekbones. Anyway, I'm just making faces at myself. That's what's happening. He didn't say necessarily black eyes, but like all around the eye, and everything was sunken and shadowed. I know, Christy. Nobody gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no. JG has got to keep moving. Thank you. Believer. Hey, wake me up and make me a believer. That's the best place to be, Becky, and I think you're really going to like Crow of Judas if you do check him out, because he's a debunker. He watches paranormal ghost videos and psychics and stuff, and he talks about how they did it, and he makes fun of them if they're fake. But it's still paranormal content, so it's still fun to be like, oh, maybe this one's real. I don't know. I'm freezing. I don't have any, you guys, when I told you I only have the one little like paper towel of a blanket, I wasn't kidding. I have to do laundry. I have been so busy that I haven't been able to do laundry with taking the bunny to the vet. I had to get new tires. 4 new tires. Ugh. Do they think I'm made of money? Yes, absolutely. But some things, you know, like right away you go, oh yeah, that ain't supposed to happen. But yeah, I've been so freaking busy. So I only have this little tiny blanket and a sheet. And then as far as warm pajamas go, I have nothing. I have nothing. Last night I wore a pair of sweatpants because it was all I had that would be comfortable to sleep in. And so tonight I'm going to wear that same pair of sweatpants as pajamas because I'm effing freezing. I live in the forest now, Bucky. Come play with us out in the woods at night. I would open the insulation so you could see, but it would just be black because there's nobody out here. This is where I dump the bodies. I live out in the forest. I live miles from anyone else, and it's dark out there. There's not a light to be seen. So it would just be pitch black outside. Sometimes I go live to show you guys the SpaceX launches and stuff, though, because we can see that from here pretty well since there's nothing else to compete with it. I see chat. Yes, I do. I run out to the street in my princess costumes and I yell at poachers who try to shoot at my turkey friends or my deer friends. I saw a lady today. She pulled over her car on my way to my event to take a picture of a deer, and the deer tried to hide behind like a tree, and she like followed it and was like leaning on either. I was all, lady, the deer's trying to just be a deer. Could you just chill? She had never seen a deer before. We need to, I'm in the world. I just don't want to have to talk and deal with the world all the time. Swamp Thing. It's a new movie, right? It's new. It's got Virginia Madsen in it. Oh, that's so cool. I want to see it. It looks good. I've always wanted to be like the girl that passes out and then the monster carries her and she just hangs there like wet spaghetti. I've practiced that as a kid. I used to get on our easy chair and I'd put my head over the arm and my knees over the other arm and I was a totally normal kid. I also used to try to play a corpse because of Silence of the Lambs. I think I've told you guys this, but with director commentary, they said that the moth cocoon they pulled out of her mouth, her throat, totally normal, was chocolate. And they said, oh, that poor girl, that poor actress was freezing. And I was like, I could do that. I've been a mermaid in ice cold ocean water. It's fine. And they said chocolate cocoon. And I was like, I want to do that. Can I please be a corpse? And so I would lay on the floor or I would just tumble into any position and I would try to sit perfectly still. I would like die. Oh. And then however I landed, I would stay and I would. There's a launch right now. You guys want to see it? I'll show you. Yeah, let's go watch the launch. Let me put my galoshes on. Did it stop? I don't know. Let's go see it. I'm going to show you guys a SpaceX launch. Maybe. Let's see. Bobcat, if you're out here. Oh, let me turn my porch light off. It's usually not even on. So let's. Whoop! There's a moth. I hear the launch. I don't want to go out because it's bears. There's bears here. Oh, you guys hear it? Oh, snap. All right, I'll come out. Oof. I hear it. I don't see it yet. I see the stars though, so it. Oh, there it is. All right, so it'll probably get louder as we stand here. Daniel, hi. If I fall in the street, is that considered a road trip? Watch out. I don't have big hands, but I do have. They were really close to the screen. Get back on the grid. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate you. I grew up watching USA Up All Night. Up All Night. Up All Night. I remember her. And they had that radioactive swamp monster. Oh. I hope you guys can hear this because it's cray. Rhonda Shear, yep. Kind of Becky. Toxic Avenger. Ooh, listen to that. Sometimes it's like cooler than this, so sorry it's just a little light. It is weird that it was like right after I said something about it though. Watch out, I'm not gonna change clothes for you, I'm freezing. Meteor shower, oh yeah, it's about that time of year still. So that blinking light that you see on the left-hand side is a drone. And every time they do a launch, they use drones and they're all over the place to guide it and to monitor, make sure it's on track. I don't know how NASA used to do that, but that's how they do it. So there's always a bunch of drones out. Orionid meteor shower. Oh my God, I'm shivering. Yeah, see all those little flashy lights around it are drones. I'm amazed that the camera's even picking that up. Let's see if there's any other ones. Oh yeah, they're all over here. Oh, where's it? Oh no. Oh. All right, well anyway, it's freezing out here. It's so cold. All right. Oh my God, I'm freezing. It's where we. Oh, I'm so cold. Oh my God. Yeah, there's a bobcat outside tonight. There's usually bears. I try to film the bears, but it's so dark outside, and the black bears are very black. And so I feel like they absorb light. There's that harsh lighting. There's that harsh lighting we missed so bad. But like black bears are don't look at my chargers. Don't. They're so black that how black are they? Do kids know that joke? Like if I said they're so black, would kids be like, how black are they? Or am I old? Anyway, it's like they absorb light. So even if your headlights land on a black bear in the road, you cannot see it. It's like there's just a big dark shadow in the road, unless you see their eyes. Like I've only seen a black bear's eyes twinkle at night. And then I slowed way down and I only saw it when it went, oh, there's a moth in here. When it went like into the yellow grass, because then I could see the grass. We're just all, no, say it ain't so. Oh my gosh, I was in Vegas doing an event at a casino, and there was this big poster on the wall that said Weezer is going to play here. And I said, Weezer? That's really cool. Is that tonight? And the two girls I was working with, it was like a model thing. The two other models, I love working with models because they always say something stupid and it's so fun for me to write it down. But they said, are you saying geezer? And I was like, pointing at the big poster on the wall, and I go, Weezer? And they're like, who's that? I still don't know what you're saying. And I started trying to go through all their songs, and I was like, my name is Jonas. No. And I was like, ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly. And they're like, no. And I tried to think, okay, what is their newest song? And the newest one I could think of, I don't know if it is, but I was like, Beverly Hills. That's where I want to be. And they're like, oh, that sounds vaguely familiar. I was like, I'm going to go crawl in a hole. F y'all. Forget it. I'll crawl in a little hole and be old. Whatever. I did lead off with Jonas because it's the first song on the Blue album. So whenever I start Weezer in my head, I start at track 1 of my favorite. So that's where I went with. There you go. You went with sweater. Let's see. You would find a bear for me? Not a grizzly or a polar. Some gummy bears. Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with. They say the California grizzly's extinct, but I've seen one in the last few years. They're not. They're around here, which is not good because a grizzly bear ain't gonna stop at a door. Unbothered, really, Bunny? That didn't bother you at all? It bothered me. Just about crap my pants. That was the sonic boom from the launch. Didn't expect it. Jesus. Oh no, it was the... I still hear... Okay, so that was the return piece. It splits in half at some point, and then the piece that splits off of it flies back down and lands on a circle. Whatever. Let's see. I love how deer stand perfectly still. I know I'm behind. Sorry. How deer stand perfectly still when a 200-pound chunk of metal is charging at them full force. It's a little more than 200 pounds, but yeah. They do because they get spotlighted, and that's why it's illegal to hunt with a bright spotlight, because if you shine a light at them, they can't see and they don't know which direction to run in because they're blind. It's the same as when somebody has their headlights in your eyes, like their brights on in oncoming traffic. Then you don't even know where the lane is, and you're like, and you can't stay in your lane because you don't see the road anymore. So it's disorienting. So it is for them too, but on a much bigger scale because they live out in the dark where their eyes have adjusted. and then this bright light comes, 2 bright headlights are right in their face, and they're like, Jesus. Anyway, but they can't squint because they're deer. Big old doe-eyed deers. Living in Beverly Hills. He is. The older we get, the more obscure our references go. You know what? Nobody gets Homestar Runner references. Nobody gets any of my 90s references at all. I look at, oh. Marek, did you just copy and paste one of Bucky's comments? Marek, are you a robot? I've never had a real one in my chat before. Are you? Oh, maybe? Marek, are you a conscious robot? Do you have consciousness? Would you tell me the truth if I asked you if you're self-aware? No intrusive sonic boom. Oh my God, Bucky, you're not even kidding. You don't even know. Because honestly, I'm afraid of his freaking space debris falling on me because he's not that great. He's not really good at stuff. And I'm right underneath it. I'm like several miles from the ocean. So if it really went south, it'd be freaking on my head. I am not okay with that. It's likely. And I mean, of all the places that it could land, why not? Why not right on top of my head? That's the way my day's been going. So why not that too? Hey, represent. I'm not a robot. Sure, that's just what a robot would say, Marek. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Do you animate? Are you really a cartoonist? Because I love that. Do you have a channel? Like, can I watch your stuff? Is it on YouTube? Waves a medium mind trick hand. Don't get mad at me, Bucky, but I know that reference. I think, does he have one finger down or something? But I've never seen any of the Star Wars movies. I'm just not into it. I saw Spaceballs. But when I watch like older movies, I watch the ones with Michael Keaton in them. And I watch like classic Betty Davis, Sid Charisse, you know, old ones. A ripoff of Gemini. What? You're not really good? Oh, sure. You're better than me. I can prove I'm not a robot by a dono. As in, dono arigato, Mr. Roboto, dono. I know I'm forcing that, but just saying, that's exactly what a Mr. Roboto would say. Dono. Oh, donations. I mean, nobody has to do that. I'm not going to be mad if you don't. Totally fine. I appreciate them. Oh, I actually put my socks on right. Sorry, there's a right and a left of these socks, and I forgot when I put them on. So that's cool. That's just a nice little thing I noticed. Something went right today. But yeah, no one's ever pressured to do that. Okay, Bucky's gonna pressure you to do that, but I won't. Y'all like my 90s puka shells? They're back. They're back, baby. I also have one of those 90s tattoo chokers, and I had gotten rid of mine, so I had to get a new one, but I did, and I wear it on my ghost tours sometimes. I love these puka shells, though. Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head for the rest of my life, which is fine because JG's gone. So I can't sing his song anymore. Don't worry, Marek. Don't even worry about it. Please don't. Yeah. No to the choker. Yeah to the shells. Well, I'm a surfer girl by heart. At heart. By trade. I don't know. I'm so tired. When I end my stream tonight, I'm going to eat my salad. And honestly, I'm probably either going to put on a movie I've never seen, like a scary movie because it's October and it's Spooky Saturday, or Bird Notice. I'll just pick up where I left off with Bird Notice because I've been trying to watch it. I've been binging the whole series and it's been like I haven't watched it since I had COVID in July. So, because I just slept through my whole COVID experience this time. And I haven't watched Burn Notice since then. No, I watched one because Burt Reynolds was in it. Wait. Hanumankind. Hanumankind? Or Humankind? It was typo? I don't know what's happening. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, I want to watch a scary movie. Ow, my puka necklace hurts. Here, I'll put it over him. Nope, doesn't fit. Sorry, I was going to murder you right there in front of everybody. There we go. Oh, okay. Hanumankind. What is it about? I watched a movie a while back on Vudu, which is now Fandango at Home or something. It's the Walmart one. I don't know. And it was free. And it was called Frozen. And I thought, how funny if some babysitter put on Frozen and she just played that one on accident and left the room and made out with her boyfriend or something. And the kids are watching this scary movie called Frozen about these 3 kids that go skiing. And it starts out totally innocent. There's a loon outside. So she might be like, oh, it's some different Frozen, whatever, that's fine. It's still a bunch of kids. And then it just goes into mania. And it's so crazy. It's really good, actually. And it's like the perfect low budget film at first. I don't know if you guys can hear that loon, but it's really cute and spooky. But yeah, I would love it if somebody would accidentally play the wrong Frozen for some kids they were babysitting and just be like, oops, I didn't know that was going to happen. Big Dogs is the hit of the year. Oh, it's a song. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know. There's so many scary movies I haven't seen. Honestly, the one that embarrasses me the most that I haven't seen and I'm embarrassed about it, I haven't seen a single Friday the 13th movie. I don't know. I know some spoilers, but I think they don't make sense in every movie or something. I've seen every Tremors movie 8 times. So, I mean, my priorities are correct, but I'm just saying I haven't seen Star Wars or Friday the 13th. I've seen Halloween H2O, but that's the only Halloween movie I've seen. I just found out yesterday, the day before, or something, and Crow of Judas had a stream. I think he was doing like a movie quiz. Name the scary movie. And I just found out that there was a bunch more Psycho movies, like Psycho 2, Psycho 3, Psycho 8. And I was like, what? And I guess Anthony Perkins is in all of them. And I was like, what? Because I remember reading an interview of him where he said that Norman Bates was going to be what he was known for. And he was totally fine with that. He was like, that's cool. I'll take it. Never Let Go. No, I haven't seen the original Halloween. And I haven't seen the Purge movies. Those are so well done. See, I need to see some of these. I need to see them. So if you guys want to recommend it to me, I guess, should I see the original Halloween? Is that like the top of the list? I've seen all the Nightmare on Elm Streets because I used to have a crush on Freddy Krueger when I was little. I'm a totally normal girl, you guys. Whatever. He looked good in a hat. Let down by the silver screen lately. Oh. Your ex was obsessed with slasher films, so you've seen them all. And you prefer spooky. There is an episode of Alfred Hitchcock called Tension. Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and it lives up to the name because you're just, the whole time, you're full of anxiety. Oh my gosh. And it's not gory or anything, but it's so upsetting and just terrifying. And it's all, I think the whole episode is narrated just by the thoughts in his head. And it's so good. I got goosebumps because I'm freezing, but also because I'm just thinking about how good it is. You kind of look like Krueger, like Robert Englund or like Freddy. I just found out Drop Dead Fred died. I didn't know that. Had a crush on him when I was little too. I also had a crush on Darkwing Duck. And Roger Rabbit, who Roger Rabbit, that dude's funny. I know the voice of Roger Rabbit. His name's Charles Fleischer, and he's a stand-up comedian. Sort of. What he does is comedy on stage, standing. But he creates a totally different world. Could you not? Can you moth somewhere else? Oh. Anyway, it's an experience to see Charles Fleischer do stand-up. He gave me a 12-sided die that was unmarked. He explained it to me at the time, but I was drinking a little bit that night. The last zombie in Call of Duty? Is there a last zombie? Wait. Does Call of Duty have zombies? I thought it was about war. What was that now? I thought Call of Duty was like everybody cosplaying soldiers. Is it not? They are not responding to the Call of Duty. They're just killing zombies? Because that was Resident Evil, I thought. My brother used to play Resident Evil, and then he left his console there and went away somewhere, and I tried to play Resident Evil. I don't know how many times. Like, as a kid, you're resilient, and you keep trying, and you never give up because you haven't learned yet that it ain't worth it. But anyway, I tried. I don't know how many times I tried, and every button on the remote did nothing. Nothing. I think you have to push 2 at the same time or something. I know, I tried that too. And so I even unplugged the remote and switched it with the second player. And that remote did nothing. Nothing happened. Not a thing I did mattered. So I watched the cute guy on Resident Evil with the 90s hair die a bunch of times, over and over, to the creepy sounds and the creepy music and the zombie noises. I just watched him get eaten, like, I don't even know how many times, until I was very disturbed by the audio, and I was like, I gotta stop. Forget it. But I didn't know they had that in Call of Duty. Mega Beast. Oh. I don't know anything about video games, obviously. Okay. Look at you guys knowing about stuff. I don't see. He just stood there. The round would start and he would just stand there and nothing I did mattered. And he would just die. I couldn't look for I couldn't investigate items. I couldn't do cheese. I was pretty good at Sonic 2 and Super Mario 2. My brother would always make me the second player, so I was always Luigi or Tails, and then he would have me run ahead of him and kill all the people because Tails loses fewer coins or rings than Sonic does or whatever, and Luigi can die as many times as he wants to. So, disposable people. So I was always the disposable one that would go forth and clear a path, like I am normally. And he would just like walk along behind me and collect all the prizes and rewards, and good for him. But I think I had more fun than he did. Because, like, that sounds so boring to me, to live like the Silver Spoon Mario life and just strut around getting stuff for nothing. Boring. Boring. Boring sports. Boring, we're bored. Silent Hill. Yeah, see, I don't even know. I think that's a scary game. They talk about games a lot on Beardo's Discord, and I had to silence all of them because I'm like, I don't know what any of you guys are talking about, and I don't care about games. I like board games. Look, this is don't at me. But this is what I do. I have a puzzle book from the grocery store. This is what I do for fun. I don't know. I'm analog. I don't do the video game thing. Maybe Tetris. I play bingo on my phone because I'm 100 years old. I play bingo. And then I got sucked into the ads. So I do the water sort thing because my OCD is so bad. I see the colors all mixed up and I have to fix it. And so I sit there and sort the water. This one goes there and this one goes there. And then I could put this one here. And once it's all sorted, it shows you the completed sort for like a millisecond. And then it goes whoosh to the next level and everything's effed up again. And I'm like, ah. So even if I go, okay, this is the last round I'm going to do, and I hit submit, finish, and I finish the round, it immediately F's everything up. And I'm like, well, no, I have to fix it. And I do the tap away with the arrows, the little blocks. I do that too. Even though I said I never would because I didn't like the ad saying, you can't do it. You could never finish this. You're stupid. I was like, I don't need to be bullied by a video game on my phone. And now I do it all the time. And they don't do that. They don't heckle you, thank God. Remind me not to be around Marilyn and if the zombie apocalypse breaks out. I'm just gonna stand there and go, no. If there's a zombie apocalypse, y'all don't know. I don't even want to tell you where I'm gonna be. I'll be fine. I'm gonna be on a cruise ship. Sorry, I'm gonna clear the ship and make sure no one's on it, and then I'm just gonna take that full buffet for however long they have food storage packed up, and I'll just be out on the ocean eating like the 4 saltines that I eat in a day, and it's gonna last forever. And then I'll come in to dock if I need more food, or I guess I'll have to learn how to fish, but the fish probably have zombie virus too, so I'm probably not gonna eat it. Just saying. I'll grow stuff on the ship. I'll start a big garden on the ship and I'll grow basil that I learned I can keep alive and maybe coconuts. I don't know. You'll play Scrabble all day. How do I do the logic problem? Oh, yeah, I do. And I have an app called Puzzle Page that my mom told me about and I got addicted to it. But it's like a crossword and like picture puzzles and word searches and figure out the quote. And there's some math ones that I don't ever do because why would I do that for fun? Why would I do that for fun? But anyway, Yeah, I really enjoy the puzzles. I don't know why. I just like them. I like them better than a coloring book because with a coloring book, I felt like, oh, I have to finish the whole book now. And there was like 3 pictures that I wanted to color, and then I didn't like I felt like now I have to color this picture of a tree. Now I have to color this picture of a rock. And it's like, that's not why I bought this book, and y'all know it. Could have just been 10 pictures of the princess or whatever. I don't know. Nobody wants to color the tertiary characters. Beauty and the Beast. There's like a bunch of pictures of the teapot. Nobody cares about Mrs. Potts with a coloring book. We didn't buy it for her. We want to color Belle's hair a bunch of times. No, yeah, that's pretty much it. We just want to color in Belle. That's it. And all her pretty dresses, we're going to make them different colors every time. Okay, it looks like my chat has stopped. I'm going to back out of it and try it again. And then see if that's where... No, that's it. Okay, cool. So maybe this is a good place to wrap up, and then I can let my throat heal itself. I have to do another ghost tour tomorrow. Guys, when do I get to heal? Let me look at my calendar. It's Disney Princess calendar. Huh. But let's see. Yeah. So tour tomorrow, tour on Monday, Marilyn Monday. It's gonna be another tour, ghost tour. Oh, good. I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I have another tour on Thursday, and then I'll be off on Friday. Oh no, because Friday we're doing, okay, so there's a whole thing. Friday I'm doing an investigation of a skateboard shop. If you guys were here when I was a clown, you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, sleepy. That's okay, Bucky. Thank you. I'm so glad you came. I'm so excited. Chris G's ready for bed. Venkalam, hi. Oh, you just got here right at the end. No, Christy, it's fine. I fell asleep last night on Ghost Quest's live stream. Crow's on too? Oh, man. I want to go. Yeah, days off. Yeah, so I'll probably live stream again, and I'll probably live stream a couple extra times. This upcoming Spooky Saturday is going to be insanity. And then I'm going to do a bonus live stream on Halloween because I am going to be dressed up, and you guys are going to love it, I think. I think it's so stupid, but you're going to love it. And then I'm going to do an extra Spooky Saturday also on November 2nd, even though it's not October anymore. I'm going to do it anyway because I have too many costumes that I want to wear. Excuse me. So use microphone for better voice. Oh, I know. I need to get my speaker on. Oh, Spooky Saturday Lullaby. Oh, did you want me to play the instrumental and sing it? Because I could do that too. All right, let me see my files and do my little outro here. Okay, so let's see. My chat is frozen on this. Messages, all messages. There we go. Oh, thank you, Venkalin. Well, don't sing if your voice is so. Thank you. Yeah. My throat hurts so bad. All right, so here's my Spooky Saturday song. Thank you guys so much for coming. Me and Neck Bear and Bunny just yawned and stretched, and it's adorable. I love you, Bunny. I'm gonna give her her dessert, her little dessert pie. I'm gonna eat my salad and watch Burn Notice or something. Here is Spooky Saturday. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you for coming, and I guess I'll go see Crow of Judas if you guys want to watch him, if you're going to stay up for a while, but it looks like everybody's going to bed. And here we go. Thank you, everybody. Here's my song.
It's Spooky Saturday with Marilyn Monday. She's got ghosts and UFOs. It's Spooky Saturday.
I did have a UFO.
Marilyn Monday. A dimension no one knows. Come share your last words. Play records backwards. Touch the planchette that's all the psychic. And don't forget your tinfoil hat. It's Spooky Saturday with Marilyn Monday. She's got ghosts and
Good night. Thank you, Giselle, for coming. I appreciate you.
With Marilyn Monday. A dimension no
Good
one
night, everybody.
knows. Come share your last words.
Good night, TJ. I hope you're awake now.
Play records backwards.
My music.
Touch the planchette, consult the psychic, and don't forget your tinfoil hat.
You thought it was over. You thought it was over, but it's not. Thank you. You too. Stoner Jesus, I'm so glad to see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Spooky Saturday with Marilyn Monday. She's got ghosts and UFOs. Spooky Saturday with Marilyn Monday. A dimension no one knows. Come share your last words. Play records backwards. Touch the planchette, consult the psychic, and don't forget your tinfoil hat.
All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wrote that myself. It's the first one I ever did. All right. Thanks, guys, so much. I will see you very soon on Marilyn Monday, if not tomorrow. Ugh. Or I'll see you over at Crow of Judas' stream, because that's where I'm headed. Good night. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.